Greetings, everyone. I am back with my part two video to Mac Miller. This is based on a personal request that someone asked me. T. Will asked me to do, wanted me to look more into Mac Miller's relationship that he had to Ariana Grande. So, Mac Miller, once again, is a Capricorn, born January 1992. And Ariana Grande is a Cancer, born June 26, 1993. Okay? Cancer and Capricorn. All right. So let's look into their relationship, okay, based on a personal request. Okay? Let's see. They did sleep with each other. The spirit is emphasizing that they did sleep with each other, but it's almost got pregnant. So he slept with Ariana Grande, and there's this element here where he almost got her pregnant with this kind of feeling. But I guess it's about an abortion, so she paid for one or she had one, but there was an almost got pregnant, or she either almost got pregnant or she got pregnant and then she ended up having an abortion, something like that. That's why I said almost with this kind of feeling. But he wanted to be the father of her child is the element that I get. So whether she got an abortion with him or not, that's why I said the almost pregnant and almost becoming a father to her child, those kind of things. But she wanted, maybe someone was pressured about her having an abortion, or by it family did. So her family may have pressured her into getting an abortion or to strap up, whatever it is, but he really wanted to be the father of her child with this kind of energy here, okay? But maybe there's an element about that where he may not have told his parents that, but her parents or her family told her to do that or to strap up or to get an abortion, whatever the situation is here. But he really wanted to be the father of her child if potentially that were to happen when they were together, okay? All right, Mac Miller. He's got the high priestess energy underneath, but yet she was. So, this is solely based on his relationship with her. Okay, she was using her intuition about. I could keep getting abortions and babies and things. So she was using her intuition about him, or by yet looking at another woman. So Ariana was using she was using her intuition into the fact that Mac may have been looking at another woman, but that was the air sign. So the air sign female from his other reading, his main reading, is a woman that she was looking at. And maybe there's an element here about this. She didn't want I get side woman. She didn't want to be a side woman, or that other woman that he was dealing with from his main reading, the air sign female, did not want to be a side woman. So that could either go both ways, but I was getting that Ariana was using her intuition with this kind of energy and not wanting to be a side woman and not wanting to, I get baggage. Maybe she didn't want to deal with baggage that he had going on with the air sign female. So she didn't want to deal with that kind of baggage from him, with being the fact that he was still dealing with her or wanting to deal with her with this kind of energy being here, okay? Um, Eight of Wands energy for the starting point. But so we went away together. So there's an element here where it's fire sign energy as well. He may have went away with her. Like they may have traveled. I get Vegas. They may have went to Vegas together, or that either they did already, or that's something that's private about doing something in Vegas with this kind of feeling. But to how to get in. So he may have been trying to get into like a private party or like a private club with her, You know what I mean? Like something, but something was difficult. So something about their relationship and them traveling to Vegas or them just traveling and doing private parties and things. Something was annoying about that, but something was also difficult with the Eight of Wands energy. But can she get in? So the fact that they were together and they were doing these kind of like the outings together, he tried to get her in and something was difficult. That's why the intuition, the high priestess energy is underneath. So either he, oh, I see what's going on. So either he, I guess I'm like a fake ID as well. Something is going on. This could be a situation here where like they knew each other. They knew each other for like a long period of time. There's that element as well. It could be 8 years. It could be 8 months, 8 years, however long. Eight of Wands energy, but the news did not say. So he may have known her for like a long period of time, but maybe there's an element here where they may have tried to do things while they were still like maybe like this is an 8 card. So maybe when they were 18, like there's this element he knew her since he was like 18 years old, 17, 18 years old. But either the news is saying that or the news did not say that. Maybe they grew up near each other. There's this element here where like they grew up near each other, or they knew their families knew each other with the Eight of Wands energy. I keep getting news is not saying. So maybe the news is not saying that they had that kind of connection together since they were like 18, since they were teenagers. That's where the element is with trying to get her in and fake IDs and going out together. They've been doing that since they were teenagers. They were doing that since they were teenagers or whatever age, or 8 years, however long period of time they've been together. Because it was the energy of trying to get her in. Like, can she get in with the Eight of Wands energy? As they got older, something became easier. So clearly, something became easier with the fact that they got older. As they started getting older, something became easier about that with the Eight of Wands energy. But something was still difficult. So he may have been thinking that, but I keep getting annoying. So either she was annoying to him or he was annoying to her. That's why I said the intuition and those kinds of things. But it's a lying about age. So the Eight of Wands energy is like lying about age. She was lying about her age to him, or he was lying about her age. He was lying about, but he may have told her that he was older than he actually was with the Eight of Wands energy. Maybe some element about that. He may have thought that he wanted to look. This is like he wanted mature. He wanted to look mature with her, but maybe something about him telling her that he was older, much older than her. Maybe that didn't work. You know what I mean? But that's why I said using her intuition with the high priestess energy. She was just like around the same age. She was using her intuition that he was around the same age as her, vice versa. This could be a situation as well where like they're hanging out with each other. Like they're hanging out with each other. They're going out with each other. But maybe there's an element where they did not reveal. Oh, I see what's going on. She looks very young. Like I understand what he's feeling or what he was feeling. She looks very young. So maybe there's this element here where he was trying to do these things with her. He may have been trying to do these kind of things with her, and he thought she was younger than what he thought that she was younger than. That goes both ways. So he thought that she was younger than the age that she was saying. And she also thought that he was older than the age that he was giving her with the Eight of Wands energy. He doesn't even understand why they did that to each other with the Eight of Wands. But I keep getting this feeling of knowing each other. There's also this element of knowing each other for a long period of time. But there's an aspect about that the media did not know with the Eight of Wands energy. I keep getting lying about age or lying about whatever age. They were lying to each other about their ages to each other with the Eight of Wands energy. But the media asks. So maybe there's something going on with the media asking them to do that for some reason. The media was asking them to lie about their age, either when they were younger or recently, like up until 2-3 years ago, however long. The waiting position has the Six of Wands energy here. Six of Wands energy for what he's waiting on. I get travel plans. So he may have been waiting on, I get an Aries. He may have been dealing with travel plans from an Aries. Aries is responsible for doing something, or setting up something for the two of them with the Six of Wands energy. But something was difficult. That's why I said the difficultness and something being difficult with trying to get her in somewhere, or clubs and vacations and those kind of things. Something's going on with dealing Aries that was a manager, some fire sign element that was a manager that made it really difficult for either a manager made it really difficult for them to be together in some type of setting. But the manager was either aware that the media asked them to conceal something about her age, or or the fact that they were concealing each other's ages from each other, but something was secretive with the media asking them to do that. But maybe the manager was unaware that the media asked them to do that. And that's what made it really difficult for I get to plan a vacation. That's what made it really difficult for them to plan a vacation together. And the fact that he was trying to interact, a bodyguard as well, he was trying to interact with a bodyguard and trying to get her into clubs and things, or a manager to try to get her into clubs and things. But they were unaware. So when I said manager and club and bouncers and things and security, those energies were unaware of that, or some secrecy with him and her, with the media, and lying about age, and tell her that she's much younger, tell her that you're older than her, or however much older than her, or she's however much something. The reason into why the media did that was so that they could create this type of image. You know what I mean? They wanted to create some type of image. They wanted them to give off some type of vibe or image to the media. But maybe that's what something was stuck up about that. Maybe somebody thought that something was stuck up, or someone thought that something was going on with her. Very interesting. But somebody was really like not knowing that was happening. So either it was a manager or like a bodyguard or some type of security that was unaware of the media's plans that they had together. Interesting. The president has the 7 of Wands energy. There's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of fire. But I keep getting managers. So either like his managers were fire signs, the bouncers, whoever his managers were fire signs. The 7 of Wands, they can't get in. So the 7 of Wands is trying to do something with her, but he can't get her into something. But I keep getting a club. So, but the club, there was a club that was really difficult for them to get into for some reason. Like I had to pay, so he may have had to pay to get into a club with her. You know, there's that element. Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. This is deep. I'm gonna break it down this way. This is a situation here where like the media asked him to say that he was older than her. Then the media also asked her to say that she was much, much younger than him. It could be damn 17 years, but she has that baby face look. But something is going on. Something was also a bribe with that. So something is going on. It was for paparazzi. It was for fame. The reason into why they lied about their age to the camera. But something's going on with him. He would have been able to get into a club for free with her. But the fact that they had that kind of bribe and deal with the media, he had to pay. That's why he tried to get a reimbursement. He tried to get a reimbursement after the fact. But the media asked him to do that. But somebody was unaware of that. And that's why dealing with the managers and security, that's why it was so difficult after the fact for him to get a reimbursement, because it was showing IDs. So they wanted him and her to show IDs so that he could get his reimbursement back. But the reason into why that happened, period, was because they wanted to please the media. The media bribed them to do that. But they would have gotten it for free. But he really had to work hard to get his reimbursement for them, or him and her. He also didn't understand why something mattered as well. Why did the media want him to do that? Or maybe he didn't understand why something mattered to the bodyguards or the managers. He didn't understand why something mattered. They knew how old he was. His manager knew how old he was. But then he could not understand why the manager was giving him such a hard time. He didn't understand why the manager was giving him such a hard time, period. They should have let us in. So, because this is a situation where the managers were like aware that they were aware or they were not aware. So either it's a bouncer that was not aware of the media's bribe that they asked him to do, or something's going on with either a bouncer wasn't aware of that, or his manager was aware. The manager knew how old they were. Oh, I see. There's a playing along kind of vibe. So the manager may have been playing along with that kind of setting. The media asked them to do. The bouncer for some club was unaware of that. But the manager was trying to act like the manager was really trying to act like they didn't know how old they really were with this six of wands and the 7 of wands energy. Something was difficult, but something was difficult on purpose with the 7 of wands and 6 of wands. Something was difficult, but it wasn't really meant to be. It was acting. So the bouncer was unaware of the fact that was an act. The bouncer was aware of that into the fact that was an act. Okay. The future has the 9 of wands energy here. Future has the 9 of wands. Still an issue. Something is still an issue with these fire sign and I get managers. Something is still an issue with the manager. But he wouldn't give me back something. So a manager would not give him back something for some reason. It could be IDs or whatever it is. But I get something about a T-shirt being made. So he may have wanted. There's another scenario as well where maybe he want a T-shirt made. I get for Ariana. So he may have wanted a T-shirt made. That could be what he was traveling to do in the club or wherever he was traveling with her to do. But he wanted a custom made T-shirt with his name on it or her name on it, whatever it is. But we did fun things together. So he did fun things with her. He did fun things with her, but something's going on with him trying to get a custom made T-shirt done for her. But get in the wrong place. So he may have been trying to get something custom made for her in the wrong place for some reason. But someone was still difficult. Someone was still difficult with a manager or somebody that like runs a store where they make those things wherever he was trying to go with her. But yet they would not believe. So they would not believe that that's what he wanted to do with her. This is interesting. They would not believe him, or they would not believe his. This is interesting in the sense where like he may have something was really high end about something that he was trying to do here as well, and maybe that's what they did not believe his age, or the real. I also get the real reason into why he was trying to get into something that was high end. So I see what's going on. He may have said to a bouncer. He may have said to a bouncer that either he like forgot a shirt inside of somewhere, or like he wanted to get something made somewhere for Ariana. That there's that element as well. He considered that to be fun. So tricking. He considered the fact that he and her tricked people. He considered that to be something fun that they did together. But something's going on where like that's where we had sex. So he's saying that like that was their way of having sex, like by tricking bouncers about their age and lying about their age and trying to get into places, trying to get into high-end things. I get sexcapades when I said high-end things. He may have been trying to get into high-end things, but with her, but they were doing like really like intimate acts with each other. But there's something's going on with like lying about the real reason into why they wanted to get into somewhere. That there's that energy. But what behind the scenes of what made that difficult Seven of Wands was the way they looked or their age. The way they looked and their age. Very interesting. All right. Eight of Cups energy for his mentality. Eight of Cups energy. But she is unsure. So the Eight of Cups energy implies Ariana's energy. She was a water sign. She was a Cancer. Maybe she was unsure about something. I get self-esteem. So it is cups. Cups represent emotion. Maybe she was really unsure about her self-esteem. I get invitation. So she was really unsure about her self-esteem with the fact that he was in Eight of Wands, with the fact that he was inviting her to some type of like explicit thing. Like that's why I said sexcapades and places and some type of club, some type of like really high-end situation she was being insecure about. But I look really young. So she was like, I look really young. I look too young. Like so she was really insecure. She's cute. Yeah, she's cute. But she like something's going on with her where like she like the baby, maybe something was repetitive. Might get like a bodyguard. Something was really repetitive that his bodyguard was doing with her. There's a wanting to sleep with. His bodyguard wanted to sleep with her. But something was shy with that. So he was being shy about that kind of feeling that he had towards her, or he wants to see with her herself. But something was going on with her, something going on with her emotionally with the fact that she looked really young. But the fact that she looked really young and she had a baby face, that made her uncomfortable with getting into certain places. That made her uncomfortable with getting into certain places, but that's why the Seven of Wands and Six of Wands energy is there with the Nine of Wands in the future, because this is also a situation here where like he had to work really hard to tell people how old she really was. There's that element as well because of the way she looked. Someone was behind the scenes about that. He had to work really hard to tell people that she is of age to be here. So the reason for that, and the reason, like I said, the reason for the bouncers not believing him or wherever he was trying to go, he had to lie, create fake things in order to get into certain places, was because of the way she looked. That's why, hence the reason for the showing IDs. So either the media asked him to do something sneaky like that behind the scenes, or literally she had an issue. She had an issue. That's what made the relationship difficult, because of the fact that she looked really young. The fact that she looked really young. But I keep getting, it's bringing me back to that wanting to have children again. So I get sharing with managers. So maybe he shared with his manager that he wanted to have a kid with her. He wanted to have a kid with her, but people were making fun of. So someone went on with the fact that like he shared with his manager that he wanted to have a kid with Ariana. That's why it's the Eight of Cups and the instincts. But something's going on with her. Like, okay, whew. He was sharing with his manager that he wanted to have a kid with Ariana, but I keep getting her self esteem. So either something was physically going on with her self esteem, or it's the fact that she looked like a child, like she looked like a little girl, like she had that look, that baby face look, but something was embarrassing about that, or she was something about that made her really feel really like shut down almost, and that's what made the relationship difficult with the Seven of Wands energy there. But I get a conversation. So he may have been trying to get insight from his bodyguard or a friend or a family member. You know, if it's that Aries element, he may have been trying to get advice from an Aries element somewhere that they were his bodyguard or they were a friend of his or whatever. But they could not understand. So his friend could not, the bodyguard or whatever, the Aries element, they could not understand. You know, they could not why they did not understand why something was difficult. So either it's the fact that her trying to get into somewhere and her looking really young, or them with fake IDs, but something is fake about an ID because they really don't need fake IDs. It's something that's why somebody could not understand that, or something's going on with the fact that the fact that he's sharing the fact that he wanted to have kids with her. They don't understand why some type of choice was difficult to do. But like, you guys have the money, so maybe a bodyguard or a friend was like, you guys have the money to do it. Maybe she wasn't ready to have a kid. There's that element as well. But family was pressuring her to get an abortion or not have children. With him, like I said, he was tied to another woman already. They had that was a setup. The fact that he was tied to the air sign female from his other reading. The fact that he was already tied to that female, that energy. But she was using her intuition about, like I said from the beginning, that's why something was difficult. That's also why something was difficult. So the fact that he was like tied to that air sign female already, that's what manipulated some type of choice here. So there's a secretive phone call to a bouncer or like I see what's going on. For the air sign female that he was tied to already, like they get really involved. So the air sign female that he was tied to already from his previous reading, that element was really involved. So they oh my god, this is crazy. They made that other woman he was tied to external from Ariana Grande, that external element, that other female, air sign female, whatever female external from her was, that element made a secretive phone call. That element made a secretive phone call to a club, and that's also what made it difficult for them to get in. But I had to show them our IDs multiple times. This could be a situation here. Somebody made copies of something. This is crazy. His ex made copies of something. The ex made copies of something. That's what made it difficult to get into a club. This is a really devious Queen of Swords. A really devious Queen of Swords from his previous reading. A really devious Queen of Swords ex or some female he was messing with. He considered them to be an ex already because he was dealing with her. He liked her better. He liked Ariana better. But some ex that he was dealing with had some type of secretive hookup with a bouncer or like the head of a club or owner of a club, and he didn't know that with the Seven of Wands. But maybe that's why he was Seven of Wands. Maybe that's why he was arguing with a manager, arguing with a bouncer about, because how did you let her do this? How did she, his ex, whoever he was dealing with before, how did she even get this level of involvement to stop me and my woman from getting into a damn club? Someone was very jealous. So his ex or some other woman he was dealing with very jealous of Ariana, or very jealous of the partnership that he had with Ariana, hence the reason for the Eight of Cups being in the instincts, hence the reason for her being really uncomfortable. I get with the fact that he was still tied to the air sign female. But the fact that the air sign female went the extra yard to make fake, like oh my god, this is crazy. She went the extra mile to print out, like, what do you call it? Pictures. That's why I said the fake ID, Seven of Wands. She went the extra mile to print out serious, like, hardcore fake IDs of them prior to them even going. At a hotel as well. Prior to them going to a hotel, she was really involved. So when I said prior to her going to a hotel, she was very involved, very deeply, heavily involved, and he didn't know that. That's why he was arguing with the manager. That's why he was arguing with a bodyguard or a manager. You were supposed to be on top of my stuff or my security and those kind of things. How could you not know that that wasn't me that was sending in that stuff? So this is a situation here where like there's a situation here. I keep getting the media bribed as well. Maybe the media bribed them not say anything here. But something is going on with like him and Ariana. The fact that she looks really young, yes, you understand. But like, I'm just saying, the fact that like they're trying to get into some type of high end hotel or like they're trying to like buy a suite. They're trying to do these things. But I keep getting the ex-girlfriend and these kind of things. Like somebody like sent out like this is like, you know how you have to do like pre-registration and you have to, you know, register. Is it registration or you have to like get a room, you know, prior to even going there? You know, that's something that he tried to do, but his ex-girlfriend or some jealous woman that he was tied to still, or menially still tied to, sent out pictures of, somehow she sent out pictures of him and Ariana Grande's like of like IDs or like paperwork with like underage stuff. So that's what made it so that when they get to the hotel, that's what made it difficult for them to get into the damn hotel or get into the suite, whatever they were trying to do. That's why he was arguing with. That's why hence the reason for the reimbursement. You know, or then that's what made it really difficult, and that's why a bodyguard or some manager doesn't understand, and he's sharing that with them. Like you know how old I am. You know what I mean? But something was really difficult. So either this is like they this is crazy. The jealous, envious like girlfriend sent out that information. Some type of like somehow she got access to their pictures and put fake ages on them and sent it out to the hotel or a club or whatever. So they're checking his records and they're like, you already registered. I keep getting underage. You already registered as an underage person. So that's what made it really difficult for them to get in. I get high end. That's what made it really difficult for him and Ariana to get into something that was high end. Because of the sneaky, shady girlfriend that he had. Jesus Christ. Damn. Six of Pentacles energy is right next to the Eight of Wands energy. Six of Pentacles energy right next to the Eight of Wands. But there's an asking for money. So the six of Pentacles energy, she was. So either the ex-girlfriend was, that's why she did it. So an ex-girlfriend or the Queen of Swords energy from the other reading, that's hence the reason to why she set him up crazily with the Taurus. But those elements, he didn't realize that was happening. But the Six of Pentacles right next to the Eight of Wands is she won. I get behind the scenes. She was behind the scenes. This is his energy as well. With the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. That's his energy as well. But I get working hard to understand some type of deceptive move that a girlfriend made or the fire sign energies made. Somebody really did not want him somewhere. You know, either a manager really a manager was jealous of some manager somewhere was jealous of him. Wow. But I get the fact of the matter is that that a manager was jealous of him. The manager ended up tag teaming with the air sign female. That's what made it difficult for him to be with this woman, to be with Ariana in a hotel, in a high end thing. But see, he never did that with me. So he never did that with some ex that he had. And because he didn't do, he did or he did not. But she was too something. So she pompous. Maybe an ex-girlfriend or someone was too pompous. But something is going on. Something is going on where like the reason into why she did it was because she wanted money. But she wanted money because she was jealous of the fact that he didn't do these kind of things with her. And he was doing it with Ariana. That's why she did it. That's why she pranked him along. I guess someone was two-faced along with a two-faced manager or whoever, a two-faced friend that he had. Wow. They plot and plan. So when I said manager that he had and the ex, they really went deep to plot and plan. So he won't be somewhere. Like I said, so they really did not want him to be somewhere. They really didn't want him to be somewhere as well. So this could be like behind the scenes hotel people, or like his manager was really undercover jealous of him, or his manager was side-eyeing him, or somebody undercover, either he saw it, he didn't see it, or he saw increments. That's why I said the High Priestess energy was underneath. He wasn't using his intuition that his manager didn't like him. He wasn't using his intuition that his manager did not like him. Wow. But it's a slept with woman. So when I said manager not liking him, I get slept with woman. So either he slept with the manager's woman or the manager slept with his woman. So hence the reason for the two of them, his ex and the manager, to tag team on him to make it difficult for him and Ariana to get in somewhere. Club, hotel, whatever it is. Strip tea party. Hence the reason for the t-shirt energy, whatever is going on there. Damn, they want money. They were undercover jealous. He slept with somebody's woman, or he did or he did not, or the manager did that. But they went really deep by printing out fake copies of his IDs, and they're making it really difficult into the fact that into him even trying to get a reimbursement. This could be a situation where like he already paid, like he may have already, or that's why I said reimbursement. He already, this is like multiple scenarios of him, of the way his relationship was like. That's why I said she was using Ariana was using her, get out. She was using her intuition that she needed to get out of a relationship with him. Because the ex was too involved, or someone was shady about a manager. But she tried to make me aware. So when I said shady about a manager and an ex or whatever, and them secretively involved, Ariana tried to make him aware of that, but maybe he wasn't listening with that kind of energy there. I should have listened to her. You know what I mean? He was also taking advantage of the fact that she was younger, and that could also be why he was not listening to her. Just depends on what's going on with that. His spiritual self has the 9 of Swords energy right next to the 6 of Wands. 9 of Swords, but I get deception. So the 9 of Swords does imply, his spirit unrested. His spirit is unrested because of all the deception around that, all the deception that happened. It caused all the deception that happened around him, the unrested spirit, causing him to lose his relationship to Ariana Grande. But I don't feel like they necessarily broke up crazily. I feel like she couldn't take some type of involvement that a manager had, or some ex had, or the fact that they tag teamed together on him it disturbed their peace, the peace that they had in their relationship. Secretive printings of IDs and pictures and whatever it was. I keep getting made it really difficult for him to get a reimbursement for something. So they made it really difficult for him to get a reimbursement for something. Wow. The mentality has the 3 of Cups energy here. 3 of Cups energy. They kept gossiping, or maybe Ariana's Cups energy. Maybe I get the bouncer. A bouncer was gossiping, or Ariana was gossiping. But lightly. She may have been lightly gossiping about these multiple situations here. But I keep getting she couldn't take something anymore. So she really could not take. So I get ex. She really could not take the fact that his ex was like really becoming extremely and crazily. I get a restraining order on the ex as well. Maybe he tried to do that. Like there's an element here. Maybe that's what Ariana and Ariana was gossiping about, or that's what maybe she was telling her family. That he could have been using her intuition. He could have been using her intuition with her leaving, that she was going to leave. Because she started gossiping with her family about his ex being really involved, and the IDs and the pictures and the secretive, and made it difficult for them to get into places and be together, period. And money. There could have been money as well. The fact that traveling, he could have been working really hard to travel, period, but the fact that ex kept hounding him down for money. Or favoritism. Whatever the situation is here, with the 3 of Cups being in the mentality. I should have never. So when I said 3 of Cups in the mentality, she's saying I should have never. But being drawn back to the manager. So I get hired a new one. Maybe he should have hired a new manager. He should have hired a new manager with this energy here. But yet was not picking up the cues. So he should have hired a new manager, and something. The fact that he did not, but Ariana said something, or Ariana noticed something strange about a manager, or I had a side conversation. She may have seen the manager have a side conversation with somebody in a hotel or in a club. She may have seen that happen. But he wasn't picking up the cues. 3 of Cups. He should have looked for somebody new. He wasn't listening to Ariana. He was taking advantage of the fact that she was younger. So the fact that she was younger, he may have been meanly listening to her, but she was right. She's like, I saw them doing this, or I saw this being printed. I heard, whatever it is, but he was not listening. 3 of Cups energy. That could also be where the gossiping energy was coming from. I would not listen. He would not listen to her. He wouldn't listen to her. And she was right about things that she saw and heard. The speaking and shadiness with the manager. that was undercover jealous. What's changing is the Page of Wands energy here. Page of Wands energy was acting like. So the manager, that, like I said, the manager, there's a lot of fire here. So the manager could have been a fire sign, yes, but that's why I was getting Aries. Aries element. The manager did not have to be an Aries, but whatever fire sign element that was like domineering with him and managing him, whatever it was, bouncers and managers and things. But he may have been saying that element was acting like this as a page, like acting like a child. He may have been saying that the manager or whoever he was dealing with, or friend, was acting like a child. Wow. But when I said friend acting like a child, this should not have invited. So maybe he invited his friend. Maybe he invited his friend with him somewhere with Ariana. That could be another situation as well. He may have invited his friend, but there's a regret with inviting his friend somewhere. But threw him under the bus for something. So his friend, the fact that he invited his friend to come somewhere, the fact that he invited his friend to come, or he considered the manager to be a friend, or it's an external friend that he has, it's a fire sign energy, but the fact that he let that element be somewhere, they end up throwing him under the bus for something. But every time I say that, should have listened to Ariana. Should have listened to Ariana about this element here. Should have listened to her. So what did he say? So he's trying to ask Ariana, that's why I said her hearing things. He wants to know what she heard. What did he say? Or he's literally walking up to this person, what did you say? There's a fight. So maybe he's like ended up fighting with this element. He may have ended up fighting with this element. Was looking at women. So this Page of Wands energy may have been looking at Ariana, or looking at some ex that he found out was deeply involved with his personal and private affairs at a damn hotel and club. Or this energy was literally looking at his woman. But I had enough of that. He was looking at Ariana, the fire sign energy, was looking at Ariana, and he had enough of that. That's why I said should not have invited. Seven of Wands energy there. Wow. Resolution has the Two of Pentacles energy here. Two of Pentacles energy. He needed more money. This is his energy here. He may have needed more money, but yet to accompany a friend. So for a friend to accompany him somewhere. So he may have needed more money, but it's asking Ariana. So he may have been asking Ariana for money to help him accompany some friend that really did not belong somewhere, or a manager that really did not belong somewhere, or a manager that he should have changed. But kept asking for money. So when I said manager, he should have changed, that element kept asking for money. But not using intuition. So he wasn't using his intuition into why the manager I get jealous, into the reason into why a manager or some friend he allowed too much involvement to have in his personal and private affairs. That element started asking for money, and they kept asking for money. Wow, that's why, hence the reason for why she left or threatened to leave him, or threatened to leave the situation here. Wow. Maybe something may also be mystical as well. Maybe something that's mystical about this, but I get the air sign. So from his other reading, I did say that he did have a witchcraft. He did have a very mystical air sign female that he was tied to. But she manipulated. So when I said mystical air sign female, she manipulated. Ariana. She manipulated some type of connection that he had to Ariana. Through some type of mystical stuff, with some type of witchcraft, mystical energy there. Okay. Wow. Interesting. But I'm getting something as well. He didn't know that a Taurus was involved. So there's this element of not knowing. That's why the Six of Pentacles energy is there. He didn't know that a Taurus element was involved with something. But Ariana knew. So this element here where Ariana may have known that from his other reading, Ariana may have known that, I get behind the scenes. Ariana may have known that the Taurus was behind the scenes of something. But I get this set up. So Ariana was aware that the Taurus element from his other reading was involved with some type of setup that happened on him, but it told him not to go. So she may have actually told him not to go. She told him not to go, but he wasn't listening. Eight of Wands energy there. That's why the six of clubs and the Seven of Wands energy is there. She told him not to go to a house party. Maybe could have been from the other reading. Could have been a house party. Could have been whatever. That's why I said he ended up fighting with the fire sign energy. They were also there. So from the extension of his other reading, a younger fire sign energy was also in the house. Was also there. They tried not to see. So a younger fire sign energy tried not to see. They tried not to see something that a Taurus was doing. The younger fire sign tried to not see something that a Taurus was doing, or that a Taurus was putting into something. Like I said from the lace blunt from the other reading, that element tried not, but it left early. So this element, this page of wands energy left early from somewhere. So it could have been the house party, but I keep getting Ariana. So Ariana was very much she was aware, whatever, she was aware, she was behind the scenes, whatever, but she told him not to go. She did what she could. So she did what she could to stop him from going to some type of house party or to meeting up with the Taurus, period. You know? But this fire sign energy that he had tagged along, this element tagged along with him everywhere a lot. And Ariana was like, maybe you need to limit your involvement with this fire sign. I keep getting Aries. Maybe you need to limit your involvement with this Aries. Maybe you need to get a new bodyguard or a new manager. But they all set him up. So when I said maybe you need to get a new friend, maybe you need to get a new bodyguard and manager, they all set him up. In addition to the Taurus and the X. But Ariana was like the reason. Ariana was like, don't leave. Don't go there. Don't do this, that, and the third. But he wouldn't listen to her. Like I said, hence from the beginning, he was taking advantage of the fact that she was younger. I get naive. That he saw her as young and naive. But she was actually giving him factual advice not to go somewhere with certain people. Should have listened with this kind of energy here. Should have listened there. Should have listened there. But a Taurus knew, or a Taurus knows, or a Taurus is responsible. A Taurus-like element, an Aries-like element, those elements are involved. But it should go to jail. So a Taurus and an Aries-like element should go to jail. Like the manager. So maybe a manager should go to jail. But it's secretive involvement. So a manager has secretive involvement with something that happened here or messed up here with him traveling and going somewhere in hotels and private parties and those kind of things. Something really messed up with the manager, but one of those three of those elements should go to jail. In addition to the ex Queen of Swords energy, they need to be locked up. When I said all those elements, they need to be locked up, or maybe they're not going to. They're protected by Illuminati. You know what I mean? They may be protected by Illuminati like stuff. Illuminati, secret society protection that he was a part of. So he was a part of that kind of protection as well. He was a part of that protection as well for some reason, but something happened. But it has something to do with his. He may have been bragging or bribing. He may have been bribing people too much. He may have been bribing a fire sign. He may have been bribing a fire sign element too much to do something as well, or that element was bribing him to do. Somebody was being bribed. The Taurus was bribed to do something. That's from the other reading. The Taurus was bribed to do something as well. But I keep getting something about lazy. So either the Taurus was really lazy. That's what somebody said. So a Taurus or his friend or maybe the fire sign. But I was getting that the fire sign energy left early from somewhere. I get conflict. The fire sign energy left early from some type of conflict that was going on with between him and Ariana. So the fire sign energy, if it's Aries, whatever fire sign he was dealing with, this younger fire sign left early from some type of conflict that he was having with Ariana. That's why it's the 8 of Cups. He left early. This element left early. This all happened at the same time. This all happened the same day, same time, same range of time frame in a day or however many days across of time. He's emphasizing that. So from his other reading, that either happened like the same day or around close to that day. But I keep getting it all happened at this either happened the same time, same day, same whatever. During or close to it, whatever it is. That's why this element left early from somewhere. But yeah, house. This element left a house early. They left a house early or a club early, or they left from somewhere very early. Was it not using intuition? Why? So he wasn't using his intuition into why this page of Wands energy was leaving somewhere early. He wasn't using his intuition into why the element was leaving somewhere early. But they got what they wanted and left. So this element got what they wanted and left. They got what they wanted and left. So the 2 of Pentacles in the future, he may have been giving his friends money. He may have been giving his friends money. but they were being really greedy with him, and that's what he was arguing with a manager about, and that's why he kept bribing him for money. He kept bribing a manager for more money to help his friends out. And maybe the manager got annoyed with that, and that could be the reason why the manager set up something with a Taurus or whatever. But it has something to do with this aggravating fire sign. It has something to do with a very aggravating external fire sign energy. They all wanted him out of somewhere. They all wanted him out of somewhere. Period. With the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands in the future. But I said not Two of Pentacles and Nine of Wands in the future. I should have hired. So maybe either a private investigator or that's why I was getting a new manager. The manager was envious. Whatever the situation is there. This is really interesting. But Ariana was telling him to not go or be somewhere with a fire, to not be somewhere with a fire sign. So he ended up somewhere with the fire sign. The fire sign ended up leaving somewhere early anyway. But he wasn't using his intuition that this energy got money that they wanted. Whatever they wanted, they came and got and left. So and then he ended up trapped with the Taurus element. Or whatever, however connected this is. However you want to connect the two energies, the two readings. Okay, let's see what the outcome is here. Knight of Cups energy. She wanted me to come. So the Knight and the Ten of Swords. Yes, the Ten of Swords is right underneath. That's why I said that listening to her and the fact that he didn't listen to Ariana, it caused extreme issue. He ended up in a trap with Taurus. With an air sign and the manager, secretive energies and things that they did on him. Knight of Cups energy here. I should have went with her. Maybe she could have invited him to something that he turned down, or that I get smoke. So she invited him to something. She invited him to something that he ended up smoking at. Or she invited him to something separate from smoking. She may have invited him to something separate, right? But he may have turned it down to go with his friends, and they end up betraying him with the Knight of Cups energy. I should have went with, or I should have listened to. It's a Knight of Cups, so it implies her traveling towards him to invite him to something, and he's like, no, I want to go out with my dudes. I want to go out with my dudes. Knight of Cups energy. Wow, fire signs, Taurus, some X energy that isn't around. The Nine of Swords energy is his spiritual self right next to the Six of Wands, but it's dealing with each other. That's why it's the Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords. The air sign female that he was dealing with his manager or dealing with his fire sign friend, and that's why I said that he was not using his intuition into why this element left early, because the ex or whatever female he was dealing with prior to Ariana, he was not picking. That's why I said pick up the cues. He wasn't picking up the cues that this energy was sleeping with his ex or sleeping with her, period, or dealing with her. That's why, hence the reason for why he picked up whatever he needed and left early from somewhere. But he didn't want to see something as well. This energy did not want to see something. By either drugging. This fire sign energy did not want to see some type of drugging. But Ariana knows. So Ariana knows why this element left early. Or Ariana knows, I get secretive information. Ariana knows secretive information into why this element left early. Or into the reason into why this element did not want to see something. But it was aware of a plan. So the fire sign energy was aware of a plan. But Ariana has secret information into the fact that this younger fire sign was aware of a plan. Knight of Cups energy here. Knight of Cups. Everything has to do with money. Whatever it is, what happened to him and the craziness and with the bars and whatever the clubs and whatever it was, and I was saying something about escort service. Something's going on with escort service. Maybe something's going on with something's crazy going on with the escorting service. Maybe something happened there. Or maybe that's what he was trying to do. He may have been trying to do with the wrong woman or whatever. He may have been trying to do something that maybe that's who he was dealing with. Maybe his ex. When the escorting service or the stripper service, whatever it was. Maybe that's the kind of work that X was doing. There's that element as well. You know, the ex or his ex girlfriend or whatever, she could have been into that. That's why the Nine of Swords is here. She could have been into that kind of work. Somebody was into that kind of work behind the scenes. Wow, but he wasn't using his intuition that she would eventually do him wrong. But Ariana tried to protect. So Ariana tried to protect him from that. She tried to protect him from that. Wow, but he messed around with somebody that was in escorting service. Maybe he was getting an escort. Maybe he had an escort. I mean, that's what made it this the IDs and things and whatever it was. Maybe he had an escort. He may have been doing that kind of stuff with somebody, but I was getting the wrong person. He may have been doing that with the wrong person or manager or the fire sign energy, whatever it was. Maybe that's why they left. Oh, I see what's going on. Maybe that's why the fire sign left. I keep getting the air sign female. So the reason into why the fire sign left, because the fire sign energy was aware of some type of plot and plan of the air sign. So either the air sign female, well, I got prostitute. The air sign female was a prostitute. She was a prostitute. So the fact that she was a prostitute, Jesus Christ, she was a prostitute. So I get that, kept asking for money. So the air sign energy was a female energy that was a prostitute or escort of some kind. Escort would be the nicer way to say that. But he was trying to pay for that kind of service. But something's going on. That's why I said the betrayal, the Nine of Swords, that she betrayed him. But she invited him to smoke, in addition to a Taurus. But a Taurus element energy may have asked him to go with her. There's that element as well. Maybe there's something going on where like those two readings are really connected in the sense where like it's like two parts almost. This feels like a first part in the sense where like he or second, I don't know. They are like at a bar setting, or not a bar, at like a club setting, and he is like this. For one, he's not using his intuition that something's extremely difficult with trying to get into it or stand in it, whatever. But he is like something's going on with like something ended up back at home. There's that I was trying to say. Something with a prostitute or some escorting energy. That's why Ariana was inviting him out or inviting him to leave. So this is like something started in a club. Something may have started in a club or in a house or wherever it started. I feel like it could have started in the club. It was giving me a lot of club scene with Ariana or whatever. Maybe she left early from something, but they like something started in a club, right? Something started in a club setting or whatever it was, Nine of Swords. But they're not using intuition that he should have left with. That's why I said she was trying to invite him to something, but he could have been at a club earlier in the day or whatever time during the day it was. He was in that kind of setting. But like it could have been 9:00 at night, whatever the setting was that he was trying to get into somewhere. But he was there with he could have been there with other celebrities as well. That threw him under the bus. He was in some type of club setting with other celebrities that threw him under the bus. But something's going on with like it's something ended up going back to his house somehow. So either something ended up going back to his house. So he could have met like a prostitute or like an escort at the club and invited her back to his place. Like he getting the Taurus. So either the Taurus manipulate the Taurus is like egging it on. You know, you found this woman here at this club. You know, maybe you should invite her to come back home with you. I keep getting not picking up the cues. And the fire sign energy was there, and the Taurus was there, but this element left, and they tried to act like they were tired and they wanted to go home. So they left early because they were aware that what an escort was trying to do and what a Taurus was trying to do. Wow, very interesting. But something ended up back at home. Hence the reason from the other reason. Hence the reason for the reason into why he was fighting with this element or trying to fight with this element, or the reason into why. The reason into why a fight broke out, period. The reason into why a fight broke out, period, here. That's why I said the traveling from the other reading and ended up somewhere and whatever. And they betrayed him with the smoking. They betrayed him with the smoking. Wow. Hmm. Very interesting. We should have left. Whatever it is, we should have left. You know, but he did leave. But he left with somebody. He left with the air sign energy. He left with her. That's why I said dealing with somebody else's woman from the other reading. But they didn't know that. But something about that was a setup. But keep getting Ariana. So Ariana was either she was aware of that. She wasn't. Hence the reason. Maybe she saw. Maybe she had. That's why I said high priestess underneath. Maybe she was using her intuition. This could be a situation that they were somewhere together, but maybe she wanted to leave, but he didn't want to leave. He wanted to stay and enjoy the fun and enjoy the stripper or whoever, escort, prostitute, whoever she saw. He allowed her to do that. Whatever. That's why I said a naivete with her. And she was like, I want to leave, but he wouldn't leave with her. So the fact that reason into why he wouldn't leave her, he ended up in a trap with this air sign female, the prostitute or whatever energy there. But they went from club to house or vice versa, whatever the setting is. They went from the whole reading from the beginning was like him trying to get into some club with her, and it made something was difficult about that. But she was like, I want to leave. But maybe something worked out in his favor later on, and they were like, yeah, you can stay. He decided to stay. And then that's when something happened there. The smoking and whatever. The smoking and money got involved and bribes, and there was playing too much. The money and the bribing, he was playing too much with the fire sign energy, with the Taurus. That energy also left. The other reading kind of made it seem like, yes, he ended up in a trap. They kind of trapped him, but they kind of like dwindled out. They kind of dwindled out slowly, like each one of them, until he was left alone with someone. Or they try to make it seem, like he was left alone with somebody that ended up wasting his blunt. Wow. The Taurus did that. Some external earth sign energy did that. In addition to air sign. That's why I said sleep. That's why I said from the other reason, could it be other reason? That's why I said from the other reading, look nice, smell good, look tasty, whatever the situation is here. He wasn't picking up the cues that they were trying to set him up in that way. Wow. All right, let me know what you think. This was second part to Mac Miller. However, it feels like a part two. It feels like a part one, and the other one feels like a part one to me, and the other one feels like part two, to be honest. That's what it feels like, because it literally feels like he started off in like a club setting here with Ariana. Like they were going out. And maybe he was trying to do extra stuff with dancers and things. And someone got crazy there, and they ended up smoking and all that. But someone was set up with the smoking. Someone was set up with the smoking. Oh. All right, let me know. Be blessed. Take care, Mac Miller. Go with peace. Bye.